Today on VOX, we'll have information on a restaurant opening and more. Landwell will have our local weather, and Aaron Carroll will have your sports.
It's Friday, September 13th, 2019, and you're watching VOX News Today.
Please stand for the pledge of the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon and welcome back. I'm Jay Standridge.
And I'm Emily Ann.
The City of Eastridge Fire and Rescue says malfunctioning brakes are suspected to blame for why students were forced to evacuate a school bus Thursday morning. Fortunately, firefighters were 500 feet away from the incident. They found that the school bus driver had gotten all the children off the bus safely as the bus enveloped in heavy smoke. Firefighter Michael Williams says, quote, "I would like to personally recognize the driver of the school bus. She evacuated 53 children and placed them in orderly fashion away from the bus. She showed compassion for each of these students during the event. If this was the bus driver of your child this morning, you should feel confident that your children were in good hands. All children were accounted for and another bus transported them to their school location."
Inside Edition reports 2 weeks after undergoing surgery to remove cataracts in both eyes, 7-month-old Theo Bennett popped on his new glasses for the first time and saw his dad come into focus. The little boy beamed on his mother's lap as he looked around the room and saw the world in a new way. Theo was diagnosed with congenital cardiacs after his mom, Leos Bennett, noticed a cloudiness in his eyes when he was around 6 months old. Theo underwent surgery soon after being diagnosed with the condition and had his lens of his eyes replaced with artificial ones. 2 weeks later, he was ready to try on his corrective glasses. Quote, "When he put the glasses on, he looked at me with a big smile, and you could see him looking around," end quote, Joe Bennett told news agencies SWNS. "It melts your heart because you think to yourself, you can actually see now." Nearly a year later, Theo is now happily joining his 2 older brothers in chasing around the family cats and playing in the park.
Chattanooga police have confirmed a man has died after being shot on Dahlia Street Thursday afternoon. It happened in the Cromwell Hills neighborhood by the Chattanooga Housing Authority. Chattanooga Police Department has not released a lot of information regarding who was involved.
McAllister's Deli in Cleveland, Tennessee is opening Monday at 708 Paul Huff Parkway Northwest. Known for its genuine hospitality, McAllister's Deli is home to handcrafted sandwiches, always fresh salads, giant stuffed spuds, and McAllister's famous sweet tea. On grand opening day, the Cleveland-Bradley County Chamber of Commerce will open a ribbon-cutting ceremony at the new restaurant at 10 a.m. for the celebration. They will be giving away free tea for a year punch cards for the first 85 guests in line at or before 10:30 a.m.
Now let's send it over to Kaylee Peak with good news you could use.
Today in Good News You Could Use, a 5-year-old boy was awarded the Life-Saving Award from the Chicago Fire Department. MSN reports young Jaden Espinosa saved his entire family from a house fire. Firefighters said 7 adults and 6 children were sleeping or unaware of the danger when the house caught fire, all except Jaden. He alerted his family and everyone made it out safe. Jaden received the award from the Fire Commissioner Ford and the Chicago Fire Department Foundation on Wednesday. According to Chicago fire officials, Jaden wants to be a firefighter when he grows up. I'm Kaylee Peak with Vox News. Back to the studio.
Now let's send it over to Lane with your weather report.
Thank you so much, guys. I'll have your weather and more after the break.
Today in Good News.
One thing to love about the Tennessee Valley is Bradley Central Show Choir, Vocal Motion. The other thing to love is the local Geico office on Lee Highway.
You could save a lot. Oh, you could save a lot. Oh, you could save a lot. But how do you know? Unless you call 894-2600.
Got a car? Got a boat? Got a home?
Get a quote.
Alexa, ask Whirlpool. Hey Google, ask Whirlpool. Ask Whirlpool, ask Whirlpool.
Care can be a handful. That's why our Whirlpool Smart Range helps you care smarter with voice control.
Hey Google, ask Whirlpool to turn off the oven.
Set oven timer for 5 hours. Keep warm. Alexa, ask Whirlpool to preheat the oven to 350.
So life doesn't revolve around your range. Everyday care. Whirlpool.
Welcome back, everyone. Hope you guys have had an awesome week. We're going to go ahead and look at what's going to be happening today with our local radar. We can see that currently, once again, we are looking very clear. Nothing going on. If you look around Knoxville, right around this area, that's where Bearden is. That's where the football game is going to be tonight. That area is looking clear as well. No rain or anything is going to be affecting tonight's football game. And that's all I have for local radar. We're going to go ahead and look at our daily weather. Right now it's partly cloudy, 94 degrees, but because of the humidity, feels like 97, close to 100 degrees. Still very humid weather out right now. And we can see that Saturday that will change because we will have some rain finally after a lot of hot weather. And Sunday we'll be back to that hot weather with some cloudy skies that day. But that's all I have for daily weather. Let's move on to our national radar. We can see that. Right now, we're looking very clear, definitely better than the past couple days. Not as much rain. There's a little bit of rain in Texas and Oklahoma, and there's also a little bit of rain in Michigan and around the Great Lakes, and there's even some around Minnesota. Other than that, we're looking very clear. We still have a few spots of rain, like around Florida and the Gulf of Mexico, and there's even some rain around Oregon and Washington and that area. But other than that, we're looking clear. We're going to go ahead and move on to our 7-day forecast. We can see that Friday is partly cloudy with a high of 97 and a low of 69. Saturday will have isolated thunderstorms with a high of 91 and a low of 67. Sunday and Monday will be partly cloudy with a high of 92 and 94 and a low of 64 and 65. Tuesday will be sunny with a high of 94 and a low of 65. And finally, Wednesday and Thursday will be partly cloudy with a high of 91 and 89 and lows of 64 and 62. That's all I have for weather. Let's send it over to Aaron with sports.
MLB scores and more after this break.
Denso has been around for a really, really long time, locally in our area, over 30 years, and it's a very stable company to work for.
Before I started working here, I didn't know what Denso was, but since I've been working here, knowing how much Denso sort of has its footprint all over the world, it's actually a global company that a lot of people in America haven't heard of, but it interacts with everything you do. If you drive a car, you probably have a Denso part in it.
So some of my daily tasks consist of fixing the machines, communicating with my other associates, and making sure all these production lines are working properly.
We do logistics. We repack finished good products.
My day-to-day here is basically working on the machines and producing product for Denso.
Do you need credit up to $4,000? With a check and a cash flex loan secured by your car title, that's exactly what you could get. Apply for the cash you need today and keep your car. At Check into Cash, a flex loan offers you the funds you need to handle some of life's bigger emergencies. Get started on your flex loan by visiting checkintocash.com/TN. Apply in-store with your car title, receive quick approval, and borrow the funds you need.
Your one-stop money shop, check into cash.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at your MLB scores. All right, to start off, we got the Braves and the Phillies 5-9. We got the Rays and the Rangers 4-5. 1 point difference there. Nationals and the Twins. Nationals winning twice as many points, 12-6. We got the Athletics and the Astros 3-2. 1 point difference. The Detroit Tigers game against the New York Yankees was rained out on Wednesday night. The game will be made up as part of a traditional doubleheader on Thursday at Comica Park. Game 1 will begin at 1 p.m., with the second game falling 30 minutes after the completion of the first. Tigers left Matthew Boyd will pitch the first game, and the right-hander Spencer Turnbull on the second. The final score of the first game was 11-12, with the Tigers winning and the Yankees winning 10-4 on the second. Now for more local sports, Bradley's football game is today. It's an away game against Burden. That's all for me. Let's take a look at your school announcements after this break.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
Welcome back, Bradley Central. Let's take a look at your school announcements.
September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. FCCLA and educators are gathering toys for the Happy Card at St. Jude. You can make donations of toys, art supplies, or toiletries to the boxes in the cave, main office, and room A30. The last day to donate is September 26th.
Sign-ups for the PSAT test are now available in the main office until September 17th. The fee is $18 and must be paid when signing up. The test date is October 16th.
Seniors, the cave employees are taking pre-orders and payment this week for your senior shirts.
We are online at YouTube at BCHS VOX News.
You can check us out on Facebook, WTMV, and of course at voxnews.net.
You just can't get enough of Vox.
That's all we have for you today, Bradley Central.
And as always, God bless and go Bears.